So outside the building, if you have an oxygen generator problem, you go through this door, outside the side door and the receiving door. Go through this room, and here is the oxygen generator. Okay, you're on.
So to further troubleshoot the oxygen cage, you're going to want to check to make sure that the reserve tank for the generator has the proper amount of oxygen in it. To determine that, you're going to want to look at the small valve on the right-hand side of the generator. This tells you how much oxygen per pound of pressure is in the reserve tank. It should never be higher than 150, as that's the maximum amount of oxygen the tank can hold. We've noticed that when it gets below 50, that's when you can start experiencing problems with proper oxygen percentage in the oxygen cage. In the event that that happens, you need to switch over to the green reserve tanks over here. To do that, you're going to have to mess with a few valves. One of these valves is located here. This valve controls the oxygen coming out of the reserve tank and into all of our oxygen machines. Because we're trying to build more oxygen in the tank, we have to cut this valve off. No oxygen will leave the oxygen tank from here. Then we need to come over here. Then we want to leave this valve alone. This valve needs to stay open because oxygen needs to flow in from the generator into the tank to continue filling. After we've turned that one valve on the left, we're going to turn the oxygen on. And now you're using the H tank for oxygen instead of the reserve tank. To switch things back over, once the oxygen reserve tank has filled up again, you're going to want to you'll turn the oxygen off, and you'll turn this valve again to the on position so that oxygen can leave the tank and reach the oxygen machines. There's also specific instructions on how to do that posted on the generator here. So there shouldn't ever be a question as to how to switch those valves over. The only thing that we didn't do today before switching the valves over was turn the oxygen generator off. And in order to do that, you're going to use this switch right down here that says power off. And then you'll just flip that down, and that'll turn the oxygen generator off and allow you to turn all the valves that need to be turned. Once you're done, you'll just turn this valve right back on.